we're getting ready to install the squeegees and flood bars, and on these older style machines, a lot of times you have these giant nuts that stick out, and they really get accumulated with ink, and they're kind of difficult to keep clean. So if you can, and you know you need new squeegees, I would try to get these lower profile ones, nice and clean, easy for you to clean ink off of them and maintain them. Next, we're going to put the squeegees and flood bars in the head. Okay, so now we're going to put the flood bars and the squeegees in the print head. On these older style machines, you have to go back to the main panel and make sure you turn the head off and put the control in the standard mode so that you can raise the table, push the button again, which will raise the flood bar. Then you can introduce the flood bar. Then you'll have to lower the table again so that you can introduce the squeegee. And then lock it in place. Okay, so we're going to install the squeegee and flood bar. So the nice thing about digital technology, like on the Mustang, is that even if I had the flood bar down, squeegee up, squeegee down, as soon as I push the carriage button to bring the carriage to the front, it will automatically raise flood bar, squeegee, or both. The machine does it automatically. So I hit the carriage button, raises them up, brings it to me. So I'm able to take the flood bar, introduce it straight into the clamp, like so. Take the squeegee, introduce it into the clamp, lock it in place, and we're done. Okay, so now we're going to introduce the ink. And with a front and rear clamp machine, you cannot introduce the ink from the front. So what you need to do is bring your bucket in, put the ink, and just be careful that you don't drop your ink on your micro or your hoses or on your assembly. So you're going to scoop the ink and introduce it into the head. So now we're going to introduce ink. Bucket, knife, wide open. No hoses, no wires, nothing. Take your ink, put it right in. However you need it, you're all set. The beauty of the Mustang, even with the head running, you have wide open space. So you're able to take your ink in between cycles of the print head and simply introduce your ink right into the print. So putting the ink in is that easy. Notice how open, wide open it is. So you got plenty of space, even during production, to put ink in the machine. Okay, adjusting your squeegee angle, there's a little tiny scale here. It's a little difficult to see on these older machines, but you would set your angle and lock it down, and you can do your best to line it up, you know, whether it's 10 or 20 degrees, it's a little hard to tell, but kind of hold it there and lock it in place. You can also adjust your cylinders here by rotating the knob. So to change the squeegee angle, we can simply press stop on the head. I'm going to bring the carriage to the front. Once again, even though the flood bar is down, as soon as I hit the carriage button, it raises the flood bar, brings the head to me. I have digital display of my squeegee angle. So let's say I'm going from t-shirts to sweatshirts and my paperwork says to me that I need to be at a certain angle. So currently I'm at 15 degrees. I can adjust this to say 22 degrees and I'm done. I'm ready to print. So on the older machines you have these analog gauges. So this adjusts the pressure inside the squeegee cylinders. Unfortunately, there's no way to see what the pressure is unless you're able to set the correct mode on the control panel, raise the table, press the print button again, lower the squeegee, and now you can see your air pressure and you can set it. And as you can tell by the gauge, it's kind of difficult to know where you're at on whether you're 70 or 80 on your gauge. On the Mustang, we have a digital display of the squeegee pressure. So you don't even need to raise or lower the squeegee. You can adjust the pressure just like that. So if your work order wants 32 PSI, you've got 32 PSI.